Let's be honest, we've all been there, stuck in a training session that felt like a total waste of time. But what if that entire idea is about to become ancient history? We're not just talking about a small update here. We are talking about a full-on revolution in how we learn, powered by tech that turns training from a chore into something you actually want to do.
Seriously, just picture it for a second. That feeling of watching the clock tick by, knowing that all this information is just going in one ear and right out the other.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
And this is what it looks like, right? Rows of desks, someone talking at you from the front, and that feeling that you're just supposed to passively absorb it all. It was totally a one-way street. No room for questions, zero personalization, and let's be real, not a whole lot of actual learning.
Okay, now flip that on its head. What if training felt more like you were playing a video game? Something immersive, totally hands-on, and perfectly customized just for you. Well, this isn't some far-off future fantasy. It's what's happening right now, powered by tech you might already use every day.
So let's really break down this huge shift. I think to appreciate where we're going, we've got to understand where we came from. At its heart, this is a move from static to dynamic. We're trading in those dusty old textbooks for living, breathing platforms that can update in real time. We're swapping out those generic lectures for interactive simulations where you actually learn by doing. And instead of one single path for every single person, we're getting personalized journeys that adapt to how we learn.
Now, this transformation didn't happen overnight. It's actually been a pretty long journey, starting way back with learning theories in the 50s and 60s. Then you had the first computers show up for training in the 80s, which, opened the door to doing things at your own pace. And by the 2000s, smartphones put learning right in our pockets, and gamification started making it fun. Every step was a building block, leading us right to the powerful tools we have today.
So why does all this matter? Well, it really comes down to three game-changing benefits. First, engagement. When learning is interactive and genuinely fun, we're just naturally going to be more into it. Second, personalization. The content isn't one-size-fits-all anymore. It's tailor-made for you. And third, accessibility. We can learn anywhere, anytime, on pretty much any device. It's incredible.
So what are the engines actually driving this whole transformation? Let's take a closer look at the key technologies that are making it all happen.
First up is artificial intelligence. The best way to think about it is like having a personal tutor that's with you 24/7. It notices when you're struggling with a concept and maybe serves up a quick video to explain it differently. Or if you're crushing it, it might give you something a little more advanced to tackle. It's that real-time adaptation that makes learning so much more effective.
Okay, now for two technologies that people often get mixed up, AR and VR. So, augmented reality, or AR, adds a digital layer on top of our real world. Think of an engineer looking at an engine and seeing repair instructions pop up right on it. Virtual reality, or VR, is different. It puts you inside a completely new, totally simulated world. Both are unbelievably powerful for hands-on learning without any of the real-world risk. And then there's gamification. Come on, who doesn't love a good game? This is all about taking the stuff that makes games so addictive, like challenges, points, leaderboards, and applying them to learning. It just taps into our natural competitive spirit, and suddenly learning isn't a chore anymore, it's a quest.
But hey, this isn't just theory. Companies and whole industries are using these technologies right now and getting some pretty incredible results. Let's look at some real-world examples.
Take healthcare, for example. Surgeons are using VR to practice super complex operations over and over again in a completely safe, zero-risk environment. This lets them build muscle memory, fine-tune their skills, and get their decision-making sharp long before they ever step into a real operating room. The impact on patient safety is, well, it's just profound.
And it's not just for surgeons. Look at a huge company like Walmart. They're using VR to get new employees ready for the absolute chaos of a Black Friday sale, all from the safety of a training room. And the result? They've cut their onboarding time in half. That means you get skilled, confident people out on the floor faster, which is a huge win for everyone. And listen, this isn't just a few innovative companies here and there. We're seeing a massive wave of adoption across the board. In the education world alone, the use of these technologies has absolutely skyrocketed in just a few years. This isn't some passing fad. This is the new standard.
Okay, so if this is where we are right now, what's coming next? Let's look ahead and explore the trends and, the challenges that are just around the corner.
So what's next on the horizon? Well, imagine if your training platform could actually predict the skills you'll need for your next promotion before you even know you need them. That's where AI is headed. Or picture this.
stepping into a virtual classroom where you can collaborate with people from all over the world as if you're in the very same room. That's the promise of the metaverse. And finally, we're going to see a huge rise in microlearning, short, focused bursts of training that you can fit into your day, whether on the bus or just waiting for your coffee.
Of course, this kind of massive change isn't always easy. There are real hurdles to get over, like the initial cost of all this tech and, that natural human resistance to doing things differently. But these are solvable problems. The key is to start small. A successful pilot program can be a really powerful way to show the value and get people excited. And of course, providing great training on the new tools is absolutely essential, so everyone feels comfortable and confident.
And really, that's the end goal, isn't it? This isn't about using technology just for the sake of it. It's about using these incredible tools to build a culture of creativity, innovation, and real teamwork.
So what does this all mean for you? It means the old barriers to learning are just disappearing. The tools to master pretty much any skill are more powerful and more accessible than they have ever been. The only real limit now is our own curiosity. So the question isn't if you can learn something new anymore. It's what will you choose to master next?